Don't get easier. Up cardio, and there's a McLaren outside Pure Gym. Very, very nice. Don't know why you'd come Pure Gym. I mean, you're driving something which is fucking expensive, but coming to probably one of the shittest gyms I've ever seen. But it is what it is. Just goes to show that I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But cardio was okay. Did a little bit posing. You know, legs are looking okay. Looking okay at the moment. Scale weight hasn't changed drastically recently. I'm looking better slowly each week. So get me home, get me some fucking food. Guess what? It's 550 gram of carbs, and I'm absolutely buzzing. Come on, fucking get in there. Fuck yeah. It's mad what food does to you. So there's this app called Headspace. First ever time gonna actually try and meditate this morning. See how, I feel pretty good this morning. See how this goes. Nice. Okay, what do I have to do? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on Instagram and stuff like that use this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna give you my feedback. Right, I'm gonna sit on the grass. Hopefully I don't tread in shit.
For the next 10 sessions, I'm going to show you a really simple way of getting some more headspace. Allow the body and mind.
A bulk powders delivery has just turned up, and I thought I would show you exactly what I have got. I'm sure many individuals watching right now going, oh wow, I'm so excited to see what George has got. Let me just show you. Oh my god, doing this one-handed. It ain't gonna happen, is it? Come on. So what we got from bulk powders was the following. Restocking on my Pepto Pro. I use tropical flavour. Do I use tropical flavour? Yeah, I do. I've ordered the wrong one. Anyway, tropical flavour, Pepto Pro, fucking dig it all. Topped up on some highly branched cyclodextrin. I have a kilo there. That lasts me literally about a couple of months, if I'm honest with you, which is all good. And we also stocked up on our creatine monohydrate. This lasts me for about 6 months, not gonna lie to you. This is what, a kilo? No, 500 grams, 50 days. That lasts me 50 days, which is good. That is what I got from bulk powders. Wow, absolutely amazing. I'm sure many of you really sat there and gone, wow, George, that is so impressive, and you're looking so big right now when I'm feeling and looking really skinny. That's what I got from bulk powders. This video's shit already. Champions League final last night. Dear fucking Lord, how boring was that match? That was one of the most boringest, that's not even a word. Boringest? One of the most boring Champions League finals I've ever watched. Like, I'm never gonna watch that back ever again. I'm a Chelsea fan, if many individuals know. Fucking hate Tottenham, so I'm glad Liverpool won. And obviously Chelsea won the Europa League, which I'm very happy about. Fuck me, was that was such a boring game. Anyway, pre-workout is going to be, it's Sunday today, so slightly earlier. Gyms close early and all that type of stuff, so I'm gonna have my pre-workout for meal number one, then I'll go to the gym, spend a little bit more time there, because I fucking hate rushing about to the gym and stuff like that. It stresses me out like nobody's business. So that allows me later on to have more carbohydrates. Oh yes! I can't. Oh. It is mad what food does to you on a competition prep or in a dieting phase. Your mindset, the hormonal function. What is that noise? The hormonal function is just crazy. Like, food is a big turn on for me right now. It's mad. Girls aren't. It's just, I don't know, it's mad. Mad what goes on in that fucking brain.
It's going to remember that we maybe deserve a little bit more. A little bit always after a very painful season. But the team was great.
In for 2.5 minutes to begin with. As you get closer to the what you like, fucking play. As you get it to the texture you like, reduce the time and keep stirring, check, stir.
No joke, like swear my mum's life. Like a private lounge. I did see a family lounge, then what lounge?
Staple bread and butter pre-work. Oh, Bread and butter, eh? Fucking hell. Stop, George. Basic pre-workout meal for me. Oats. I love oats. They're more slower digesting, so we're gonna slowly uptake these a little bit more slower compared to, let's say, cereal, for example. I'm not a big fan of cereal. If I eat cereal pre-workout, give me about 45 minutes, 50 minutes into my session, I'm staring at the floor because my blood sugar levels are dropped through the roof. You ever just daydreamed at the floor where your blood sugar levels just dropped and you're touchy and you fucking hate every cunt around you? That type of feeling. I don't want that whilst I'm training. I go for oats. I love oats. Of course, I'm on prep. I love it. Actually, anything right now, but oats sit with me really well. Good, adequate amount of protein, roughly about 30 grams of highly bioavailable protein from my whey isolate. And obviously, oats has trace protein in it as well, so it has about 15 grams of trace protein. Bit of dietary fat as well, and a slow digest. Stop, George. Slow digestion carbohydrate. I'll wait literally about 60 to 90 minutes after eating this, and then I'll go and train. We are going to go down to Physique's gym in Hemel. Haven't been down there for a few weeks for a push session. So that should be good. Guys, I remember telling me that they would go to the Liverpool analysts to get their clips. Just walking to the old gymnasium. I've deliberately parked a little bit further away so I can get some more steps in. It's mad what you can do, but rocking some shorts today. Hopefully the gym lighting does me some favors and my legs look okay instead of the skinny shit that I've been looking like lately. People still ask me, George, why do you wear jumpers in this type of weather? I just kind of wear, I just ask, why do you wear what you wear? Like, at the end of the day, wear whatever the fuck you want. I'm not in the gym, this might sound weird, but I'm not in the gym to sit there and kind of critique myself, because if I wear like stringers and vests and stuff like that, which a lot of people do, which I have no issues with at all, then I just sit and literally pick myself apart, which is something that I definitely don't want to be doing right now. And when I'm in the gym, I'm just focusing more on just getting the work done, and then I'll pick apart my physique afterwards. They look at me, it's weird, I've spoken about this before, but people are so, what's he doing with a camera in his face? But this is where I walk into the gym now, head is switched on, so nut is in the motherfucking game, thinking about what I'll be doing in that session, getting that mind right, kind of trying to relax as well, which is important, and then when it's time to go, it's time to fucking go and absolutely destroy it. Rocking my Monster Factory jumper as well. I haven't worn this in a while, but excited, very much excited. Push session is about to go down and try and beat logbook numbers as usual. Try and beat some logbook numbers. There's a girl on the old bench there as well. Hello, what's popping in the hood, my G's? Welcome to today's voiceover. I hope that you're enjoying my video so far. If you are, then of course drop a like and show some love to the Georgie boy. We hit 15,000 subscribers the other day, so I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has followed my journey, that I just generally appreciate it. You don't understand. It's one of those ones where, you know, where people say words can't describe the feeling, and the support is unreal, all that type of stuff. That is literally the feeling of it, unfortunately. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that loves my videos, loves or likes my videos, I should say. So we was in for a push session today. Now every upper body session I do, I'll start off with a warm up like this. So I'll do a lot of rotator cuff, I'll get some side lateral raises in there, I'll even do some like bent over rows with some dumbbells or like some plates I've got here, only little 2.5 kilo plates. Reason why I get my back warm as well is because when it comes to pushing movements, you are quite like, has anyone ever woken up after doing like a bench press and the lats are sore, and you're sitting there going, fucking why are my lats sore when I train chest? That's because your lats are such a stability tool when it comes to pressing. And if you want to, you know, ensure that you're making the most of an exercise, you want to essentially have everything firing to begin with. Now, I'm not saying you need to get a pump in your lats to start pressing. You just need to make sure that they are activated and you're aware of using them when it comes to, like I said, pressing, because they are such a strong muscle. Like, they're the biggest muscle in your upper body. So you really want them to be strong, if that makes sense, and utilize it when it comes to pressing. Start off on the incline dumbbell press. Again, what I always do is work up to my working set. So the lighter the loading, the more reps I will do, and as I get closer to my working sets, I will reduce the amount of repetitions I do to reserve the energies. Reserve the energy. What I was meant to do, it was just a warm-up set with this, but it turned out just to be a working set, and psychologically that kind of threw me off a little bit, because I prepared myself to know it was a fucking hell, George. I prepared myself for a warm-up set, and then it turned out to be a working set for me. So I think I could have got 1 or 2 more. These were the 35 kilo dumbbells for a set of 6 or 7, I believe. I think it was a set of 6. And one thing I speak about after this voiceover is just kind of sucking up when it comes to dieting and how you lose strength on pressing movements as weight moves weight. But I'll let you listen to that afterwards. It's quite frustrating because you work so hard in your off-season or surplus to build up to, like, I was pressing the 45 kilo dumbbells at the peak of my bulk last year, and it's dropped down by like 10 kilos. But I need to think about, like, yes, George, my body weight's dropped over 25 pounds in a contest prep phase. So that is going to occur. You cannot, unfortunately, maintain strength to a certain, you can only maintain it to a certain degree is what I'm trying to say there. I normally do like a high incline dumbbell press for like the shoulders, but I really wanted to utilize the incline hammer strength chest press. What I'm trying to think about here, and as you can see on that first rep, is I had the little handles underneath where where you'd start the position. As you can see there, they just fell out, and that is to essentially, I got that from AJ. What we're trying to do there is just, it's hard to get out of the hole. It's a bit of a shoulder fuckery, if that makes sense. So it's quite uncomfortable on the old anterior deltoids getting that first rep up. So that little bit of help that you get there will make your life a lot easier. So definitely recommend that if you're using like an incline hammer strength chest press, and try it for sure. What I was trying to think about on that movement is I have my elbows slightly tucked. I don't know why, but I can contract my chest a little bit better when I have my elbows in between tucked and flared, if that makes sense. I don't like completely flared as it really puts a lot of stress on my rotator cuffs, but I like a little bit of a tuck. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring the elbows together, if that makes sense. So try and think about that next time you do like an incline chest press or any kind of chest press movement. Here, moving on to weighted dips, bread and butter movement. So I did the 40 kilos for like 5 or 6 reps here. Nearly got that last rep, but that pissed me right off. But it is what it is. And then I did 2 back off sets. So I did a back off set using just 1 plate. I think I got about 13 to 14 reps on this particular day. What I'm trying to think about here is I like to imagine having like an apple underneath my chin, so I keep my chin nice and tucked. Again, full range of motion. I've been a little bit cautious regarding like my forearms recently. Had a little bit of pain when dipping, so I'm not going to the fullest range of motion I possibly could, but they felt amazing. And then we moved on to some cuff work, some fluffy shit. A lot of people think this is for the rear delts. It's not, it's for the side delts. What I'm trying to think about here, it's pretty much like a side raise with dumbbells. I'm leading through the elbows here, and I'm contracting and confirming each and every rep. Normally, when it comes to pec fly machines, I don't get along with them. They hurt my bicep. Like, my bicep just fatigue like mad. But this Atlantis one seems to be the best one that I've used. What we're trying to think about here is bringing the elbows together. Instead of thinking about your hands, I'd think about your elbows a little bit more. Scapula nice and retracted, so my chest is nice and high. Elbows, I mean, depending on what's comfortable for you, I like to have my elbows slightly lower, as you can see from that side view there. But what we're trying to do is aim for about 15 to 20 reps on something like that. My favorite exercise for triceps is the close grip bench press. I like to go shoulder width apart. So simply all you need to do is raise your arms up to the bar. That is shoulder width apart. Again, keeping our elbows nice and tucked in here. What a lot of people do is they'll flare their elbows. That's not triceps, my friends. Make sure they are nice and tucked. You get strong at this, you'll have a nice set of arms, trust me. But this was a really, really good session. Normally when I train on my own at this gym, it never always is good. Like when I train with Nathan, it's really good, but I had a fantastic session here. There's me trying to squeeze out the last rep. Go on, Georgie boy, you got this, son. Post-workout pump. Gosh. Starting to get grainy now. Striations. Post-workout. A solid session in the books. One thing I just spoke about on Instagram is when it comes to being in a calorie deficit and your pressing starts taking a hit, what a lot of people do, including myself, is we're trying to hold on to those numbers for dear life. Like, I was trying to hold on to the 40 kilo dumbbells on incline press for dear life. I refused to suck it up and reduce the loading because I was so proud of those 40s, if you know what I mean. But eventually, you're going to have to suck it up. You're going to have to reduce the loading because, as we know, weight moves weight. Like, the heavier you are, the more you're going to be able to press. Simple as that, unless you're a genetic freak. So suck it up, unfortunately, and focus on actually what is recruiting the muscle from A to B. Is it just trying to force every single momentum or bit of effort into getting that loading up, or are you actually fully taking your chest through the fullest range of motion? And it's okay to reduce the loading a little bit. It's okay. Don't think, oh my god, if I reduce loading, I'm losing strength, I'm losing muscle. That will happen to a certain extent. Like, you're not going to reduce the loading by 2.5 and instantly lose like 2 pounds of muscle in your chest. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to suck it up and drop the weight a little bit. And it's annoying, it's frustrating because you work so hard to get to that position that it goes so quickly, and it's okay. That's what I just wanted to highlight upon in this little summary. But driving home now, trying to get my heart rate back down to baseline before I start consuming any food. Really good session overall, happy with the numbers that I took, and all that kind of bollocks. But yeah, just suck it up, unfortunately, my friends. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Post-workout part 1 looks like this: 150 grams of mushrooms, 300 milliliters of egg whites, some ketchup and some anabolic mustard on there, and then we have 2 of these Warburton original bagel thins, squirted a little bit of poverty ketchup on there, and yes, I'm using the packet because I can't be fucked to wash up a plate. That's what it's getting like when you're on prep. That is my part 1. This is the basic. Part 2 is going to be so much more better than this piece of shit. Yep, part 1, I'm hungry, bye. Part 2 of my post-workout, something which I'm very, very much looking forward to. A mixture of the crunchy nut cereal as well as the Frosties. There we go. I can't remember exactly how many grams it is, but it's about 150 grams, 175 grams, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I need to look on my Fitness Pal. The milk I'll be using is the almond unsweetened milk. The carbohydrates are nil, 0, a little bit of fat in it, which isn't too many issues. That is gonna be part 2 of the post-workout. Damn, I'm fucking excited. A mixture of these two, Kellogg's do the best. Full stop. Here we go.
Do you want a smaller spoon? What you got?
Well, you got a smaller spoon than that?
Well, you usually eat with that one, don't you?
I do.
My nan always eats her ice cream with a teaspoon. Lasts longer.
Yeah, exactly why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
The combo of the crunchy nut and Frosties is just, oh. I think my favourite cereal has to be crunchy nut. Or Weetabix Minis, the little chocolate things. They're my favourite. Or chocolate pillows. Comment down below what's your favourite cereal. Or yeah. Or I don't mind rice. Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops are peng as well. Decisions on my next refeed. What cereal I have. Either way, this combo is better than just Frosties on its own. The best bit about cereal is the last little bit where you can literally just drink it. Let's do this on camera. Probably.
Pretty much. We feature heavily in their celebrations.
Meal number 4 is very similar to my post-workout on a training day. Refeed wise, what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep foods similar to what we were having on a normal day, because I don't want to affect digestion too much to a certain extent. We have egg whites, turkey mince, mushrooms in here, a little bit of ketchup and mustard. Gonna have some rice cakes. I believe it's about 4 of these rice cakes. And I'm also gonna have 2 of the tomato and herb bagel thins as well. A little bit of ketchup on there. And yes, I'm using kitchen roll because I can't be fucked to wash up a plate. Standard kind of stuff. These are fantastic. These taste like pizza. I've told you many a times, and honestly, try them. These are really, really good. But yeah, similar to my post-workout I would have on a training day, but just more of it, which is fantastic on a refeed day. So feeling good. This is meal number 4 about to go down. So this time of day I like to call the George time. So this is where I will literally just start winding down. Believe it or not, it's 8:30 at night in the evening. Yeah, I'm wearing my blue light blockers and it's very light. People still ask me about these glasses, like what the fuck are you wearing on your face? They are blue light blockers. Very straightforward, just Google what are blue light blockers and it will tell you exactly that. Within this phase, what I will do is go for a walk. I'll save some steps, roughly about 2,000-3,000 steps. I'll shove on a podcast. I won't even look at my phone, although I've got my phone in my hand. I won't even look at, you know, I might have a little look here and there if I've got to reply to clients and stuff like that. But the goal here is to really kind of start winding down, so really try and relax, prepare myself to go into bed. A lot of people do not do this type of thing, which wonder why your sleep is not as efficient as you want it to be, or your recovery is in the gutters. You need to be doing things like this. For me, how I do things, I like to wind down by going for a nice little walk, listen to a podcast, whether it's educational, whether it's entertainment, kind of slowly just wind down for the day, if that makes sense. Off for a little stroll, and then we're gonna get our final little meal in of the day, which you already know it's gonna be oats, innit? It's gonna be oats, of course it's gonna be oats.
Amy has set the goal for you. Okay, congratulations guys.
Final meal of the day, staple, oats, nothing fucking too crazy. I've gone through it numerous amounts of times before. I have oats and all that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna go through it again, not gonna lie to you, because I'm pretty tired right now. Normally I finish my eating about 9:30, so I'll give myself enough time to let it kind of settle down in my stomach and start that digestive process, because essentially I don't want to go to bed. I hate going to bed on a full stomach, bloated and just, you know, feeling stomach's kind of making all those weird fucking noises. Don't want to be doing that. So yeah, get that out of the way, then I'll prepare myself for sleep, so I'll help relax, might watch a few YouTube videos, all that kind of good shit, and then wind down. That's pretty much it for my life. Macros probably be on the screen for that. Look how fucking tired and shit, and just can't be bothered to talk right now, if I'm honest with you. I'll probably see you guys in the morning. No idea what I'm doing, no idea why you're watching this video. Just go, George.
148 and a quarter, 67.3 kg, 10 stone 8 and a quarter, post refeed. I was gonna say deload.
And that, my friends, is my 3,430 calorie refeed day. Very, very good. Very, very good. Now, I've gone into detail in the past regarding refeeds. If you want me to go into detail a little bit more in next videos and stuff like that, then of course I can do so. Thinking about doing like a raw Q&A in my next YouTube video, so let us know if you're interested in that. And just instead of being directly focusing on food, training, etc., I might just have a more laid back video where I just talk and just ramble about shit. If there's any questions, if you want to see that, then please let us know. This video is like 25 minutes long as well. So yeah, that's going to be exciting for many of you who are watching. But if you have watched it, comment down below, pen. I appreciate everyone that watched me, especially 25 minutes. That is a long time to watch a YouTube video. I hope that you're enjoying the series or the prep so far. I'm going to fucking bring it, I promise you. I've got 9.5 weeks, 10 weeks now to fucking showcase something special, and I will promise you I'm going to show up this year. So thank you for all your support as usual. Thank you for 15,000 subscribers. Thank you for for watching. Any questions, any issues, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, 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 bye. Why do old people wave like this? Bye, bye.